Hello everybody, yet again. Here I am Rujula from the podcast named Cricket from the Stands, and I'm present here with my two co-hosts, Pavan Verma and Kanan Nair. Hello Pavan, hello Kanan, how are you? And today, yet again, we are here to discuss about the weekly roundup of whatever has been happening in the IPL. We did a live yesterday as well, and yesterday we talked about some things, and today we are going to talk about the other things that have been left behind from this week. There are a lot of topics to talk about, and these discussions never end. But let us just quickly go over some other topics that have been remaining. I will just start it, and without further ado, the first topic of tonight is going to be the heroes of this week. Preferably, there are three players this time for now. There is Tim David, Phil Salt, and Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan, we everybody everybody knows what he does, what he is. But Tim David and Phil Salt are the new names into the scene of IPL. Pawan, I would like you to start with Tim David of what he's doing. Even if we talked about him yesterday, just quickly go over how Tim David has helped Mumbai Indians this week, especially.
So Tim David's role in this week was very, very crucial because there were two major wins that Mumbai had in their kitty. 200 plus wins, one in Wankhede, one in Mohali. And he was the last man standing in both the games, if you would see. So it is very important for a player like Tim David who comes at number 6 or 7 and take the team over the line. So we have seen his prowess. We have seen the kind of hitting abilities he has in the past, but I guess it is the time when it is coming to the fruition. When you are seeing कि एक player को एक season आपने देखा what he is capable of, and when he starts delivering, you start enjoying the same, and that's what with player like Tim David I guess has started happening. And मुंबई इंडियंस के लिए वो उतना ही बड़ा रोल प्ले करेगा आने वाले टाइम में. हमने देखा है कैरन पोलार्ड ने जैसे 10-12 साल तक लगातार किस तरह से कंटिन्यूअसली मुंबई इंडियंस को सर्व किया. At the same time, Hardik Pandya was also there as an all-rounder, and then Kunal Pandya. So, such players plays a huge role. And टिम डेविड का जो इनिंग्स है, अगर उसकी बात करें राजस्थान रॉयल्स के अगेंस्ट, जो कि वानखेड़े में उन लोगों ने 200 चेस किया था, इट वाज द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम दे हैड चेज इट. बट टिम डेविड्स रोल देयर वाज वेरी क्रूशियल, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने देखा है वानखेड़े में लास्ट 15 रन 16 रन लास्ट के ओवर्स में बनना आसान होता है, बट still at the end you still have to score runs. It's not that easy that you just think like 15 runs तो आराम से बन जाएगा, right? And Tim David is somebody who is tall, more than I 6 feet type, and then and long handle, and he's somebody who has a great reach. If you would see the way he smashed Jason Holder the other day, 3 sixes to the boundary back to back, it was like difficult at time to execute such shots. But he's somebody, I guess, he has matured enough now, played cricket across the globe. Singapore born, came to the Australian cricket and made his place into the Australian cricket in the T20 World Cup. And then from there to PSL, and then everywhere around the world he went, and I guess he made his name. So he's a fearsome hitter, that is something we have known. And I believe मुंबई को उनके एक्सपीरियंस से बहुत फायदा होने वाले आने वाले सीजन्स में. They have found a great finisher in Tim David, I would say. Hopefully under the guidance of Kieron Pollard, such players groom and they bring more laurel to the Mumbai Indians in the death overs.
Okay. And yes,
Correct.
Karan?
Yes, absolutely. Just to top up on what Pawan bhai said already, matlab, you needed a successor for Kieron Pollard, and who better than Tim David? Same stature, 6 feet 5 inch, just like Kieron Pollard, a great fielder just like Kieron Pollard, and a great finisher with a great reach. मतलब वो बॉल शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ और गुड लेंथ के बॉल को भी फुल लेंथ वाला बॉल बना देता है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ हिज रीच. इतने लंबे पैर निकालता है वो, सिर्फ हाथ घुमाने की देरी, एंड इट्स अ 6 फ्रॉम देयर.
Spinners wouldn't like to bowl them.
Absolutely. Even if you see the match against Rajasthan Royals, he came into bat, if I'm not wrong, he came into bat when Mumbai were 156 for 4 with 4 overs remaining. मतलब 4 ओवर में उनको 56 रन चाहिए थे. That is about 14 runs per an over. And वहां से आके मैच निकाल देना, it is not anybody's game. कोई walk in the park नहीं है वो. But Tim David shown his ability along with, of course, Tilak Verma ka. There was a beautiful hand from Tilak Verma as well.
That
But
day, yeah.
Tim David at the end scoring 3 sixes of Jason Holder turn back clock, just as we talked yesterday to Ian Bishop's commentary. Remember the name, Tim David is here to stay. So that was the kind of innings that he played yesterday, and that was crucial for them. But I feel he again, given the positives that he is bringing to the table while chasing the total, but I feel somewhere down the line he's not bringing his abilities to the fourth when they are putting a total. Just like the match we saw, the second game of the week for Mumbai Indians was against Chennai Super Kings. Again, he
Yeah,
had
just
good
like
enough number of overs to build on a total, to prove himself more as a batter, not just as a 3 over batter, but as a 10 over batter. Last के जब
Correct.
8 ओवर थे तब वो आया था, but he failed to capitalize, and that is somewhere he will have to strengthen his batting more. Like, of course, he has more years down his throat, तो वो कर लेगा. But at the end of the day, yeah, a good batter, a good finisher to sum it up for Mumbai Indians, and I would say definitely he has his worth in gold for sure.
yeah, definitely. So let's quickly move on to the next player, Phil Salt. Yesterday as well, the Delhi Capitals won against the RCB, and we are actually going to
Correct.
talk about. So let's just combine those topics and talk about them together. How Delhi Capitals have been winning the last two matches, and both of them were major matches, like against major teams. It was the Gujarat Titans,
Correct.
RCB. Okay, they've been up and down in the table, but it was against Gujarat Titans, the first win for Delhi at that time, and then this time for the against the RCB. And कल के मैच में भी हम लोग ने देखा कि थोड़ा बहुत आर्ग्यूमेंट हुआ फिल सॉल्ट और मोहम्मद सिराज के
Siraj.
बीच, जो बाद में सॉल्व हो गया, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत हीट वहां
Correct.
पे चालू था. So yeah, let's talk about both of those topics combined, and I would like Kanan to start this time.
We are seeing this time again here from Mohammad Siraj specifically. I feel he definitely needs to calm down a bit and give the game a bit more respect than it what it deserves. Because at this moment, I feel Mohammad Siraj is thinking himself bigger than the game, which of course the game will bring him down. We saw that with Phil Salt. He poked him a bit, and then the rest was history, as they say. Phil Salt belted him for runs, and he ended up winning the game for
Delhi
Delhi
Capitals.
Capitals. Definitely, he scored a 45 ball 87, and
Yeah,
to say the least, Mohammad Siraj was punished badly, 2 overs 28 runs. So the game is in itself a great leveler. If you think you are anytime above the game, the game will show you at the end of the day that at the, that it is the boss.
yeah,
So
would
give the
like the
game
point.
that the respect it deserves. Enjoy the process, enjoy the aggression, no doubt. But again, you have to show the respect to the opponent. You cannot always be poking the batsman or the opponent teams. ठीक है, तुम्हारा एग्रेशन है, ठीक है, तुम्हारे तुम्हारे पास रखो वो चीज. जब जब गेम तुम्हारे अगेंस्ट जा रहा है, you have to show the respect that it deserves, and that is
Yeah,
what
but sometimes,
happened with
yeah,
absolutely.
but
And
sometimes it goes against yourself, like Mohammad Siraj
absolutely,
did.
you
It
end
took
up
a lot.
you end up losing your focus. You end up
Yes,
going to
you're
that
losing your
aggression,
calm.
bowling bouncer after bouncer, which I don't feel is the right way to go. उसको वो टाइम पे वो जरूरत नहीं था करने का. And Phil Salt is no mug with the bat. Just to clear everyone's thought, he's a great batsman, and he showed that on that night. मतलब उसने गेम 4 ओवर रहते हुए जिता दिया
Hmm.
दिल्ली कैपिटल्स को, तो उसने बता दिया कि
Correct.
बॉस, at the end of the day, you are just another baller in the wall.
That's true. That's right. Karan was very right here. Yeah, Pawan.
I would not go into the fight. We have been seeing a lot of fights here and there recently. It's a part and parcel
Yeah,
of the game.
this week
It's
has
it's,
been a
it's
lot
a
of fights. Yeah.
part and parcel of the game. So we'll not dwell onto it. I'll rather like to talk about the Phil Sart, somebody, a kind of player after uh, Prithvi Shaw, who was not scoring runs consistently for Delhi, and they needed somebody at top of the order who could give them that initial over runs, right, in the power play. So somebody like that kind of a player they were missing. They did buy him because Rishabh Pant got injured, and they wanted somebody to keep the wickets. And
Correct.
when he came in, initially in the initial matches he did not play. Then Sarfaraz Khan, somebody who came and played as a keeper and batter's role in place of Rishabh Pant. But as he, matlab, how would you see when you see somebody in the nets and see somebody scoring, hitting the ball really well, then he got his chances. And I guess in the last 4 or 5 matches, you would see he's stuck 250s. So on
Correct.
that note, it seems कि against SRH where they lost the game, but he struck 35 ball 59 runs, which were really good. Yesterday 40 45 ball 87 runs. Again, that shows the caliber of the individual carries. तो दिल्ली को जो चाहिए था टॉप ऑफ द ऑर्डर, मिचेल मार्श, डेविड वार्नर और फिल सॉल्ट के साथ, आई
Exactly.
गेस वो जो
It's finally working out
कॉम्बिनेशन
for
है
them.
तीनों का मिलके वो काफी अच्छा है.
Correct.
उसके बाद 4 नंबर पे रिले रेशो आते हैं, तो चारों फॉरेन प्लेयर जो है दिल्ली की बैटिंग को जो है उतना स्ट्रेंथन कर पा रहे हैं. और आई गेस वी आर सीइंग द रिजल्ट्स इन रीसेंट टाइम, जहां पे सारे प्लेयर जो है ये पिच इन कर रहे हैं एक की जगह एक जगह. तो फिल सॉल्ट इज समबडी ए ग्रेट एडिशन हु इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द रैंक्स. He has been a great hitter. उसका T20 का strike rate is close to 150, which is a great number if you would see.
Yeah.
So I believe somebody is coming to the fore, and it will do good for Delhi in the longer term. So good to see Phil Salt, scoring runs for Delhi, and good to see for him as well that he might. आने वाले टाइम में यू नेवर नो कि हम लोगों ने जॉश बटलर को देखा है कि जॉश बटलर कहाँ से कहाँ चले गए T20 में, राइट?
Right.
एंड ही इज द सेम सॉर्ट ऑफ प्लेयर हु स्ट्राइक द बॉल एट द सेम मैनर एंड द फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट बॉल इटसेल्फ. सो गुड टू सी, विल सी कि उनका लॉन्जेविटी कितना होगा आईपीएल में, बट ग्रेट टू सी कपल ऑफ 50s फ्रॉम हिम इन द लास्ट फ्यू गेम्स.
Exactly. Like Delhi Capitals have finally found what they were missing.
Absolutely.
They finally arranged the blocks according to what they have, according to what they should have done in the past few games. But yeah, better late than never. So of course, Riley Russo sat down for some of the games, but now he's back, and then everything is working out for them. And it seems like DC is back to winning ways. So let's see what they keep on doing.
The biggest positive
So
for them is like again Ishan Sharma. I guess it is bowling again to a great extent. Batting was all, matlab, batting they had, it was not clicking as a unit. As we just spoke that there are in top 5 four foreign players are there. Those who are contributing every now and then. So batting is strengthened a little bit where Aman Hakim Khan also came in. He also scored 50 the other day, right? So somebody or other is pitching in batting, which is good sign. It is in the bowling where Ishan Sharma and his experience is coming to the fore, and I guess he is somebody who is taking this team along. GT के against जो last over था, difficult to bowl against Rahul Tewatia जब आपको मतलब कि 14 या 15 रन बचाने. So it is not easy.
that's true.
And also, I would like to add one more point. We talked about it, I believe, 2 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. 2 weeks ago, exactly, we talked about it. Ki Khalil Ahmed ka addition would be a big plus for them. And they added Khalid Ahmed after the injury prone, जो भी उसका injury था वो ठीक हुआ, and he delivered. And that is what they were missing, to be very honest, a left arm seamer. और वो he is adding value very well to of course along with ईशान शर्मा's experience. वो top order में जो wicket निकालने वाला caliber है वो खलील अहमद में बहुत अच्छे से, and he is showing his worth as well.
And I guess it will not be matlab, with the kind of batting they have now, and the people have started contributing. Even if they somebody put 180, 190, they'll still be able to chase. You say yesterday 180 was chased very easily, right? If this kind of batting comes together, so they are such kind of player. So even if goes 200, they will still be able to score 200 yesterday. So
So
things
let's
are
move
working.
on to the next player already. Enough about Phil Salt, and let's talk about Rashid Khan now. So Rashid Khan is back into form. He actually never goes out of form, but some days like match में ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं हो पाता, तो उस दिन हम लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि राशिद खान ने अपना काम नहीं किया. But yeah, let's quickly come on to him, and let's talk about how him and Noor Ahmed, along with Noor Ahmed, how he's working out for his team.
Absolutely. So let's first talk about the innings that he had, the role he had in Rajasthan Royals wala victory. First of all, if you talk about Rashid Khan, right? Last season में हम लोग देख रहे थे कि many of the opponent batters were trying to play him economically. उसको wicket नहीं दे रहे थे. They were just trying to play him singles, doubles. He was not there in the top 5 top wicket takers list. But this
No.
year it has been very different from him. His जो एक क्रिकेटिंग टर्म में हम लोग एक टर्म बोलते हैं कि रेवोल्यूशंस, जो रेव्स होता है, उसका
Yeah,
रेव्स
the ball
बहुत
revs. Yeah.
फास्ट होने लग गया है कंपेयर्ड टू द प्रीवियस सीजन्स अ बिट. ही इज टारगेटिंग दैट मिडल एंड ऑफ, जो पहले वाला जो कर रहा था वो नहीं कर रहा है अभी. इज टारगेटिंग दैट ऑफ एंड आउटसाइड ऑफ फॉर द राइट हैंडर्स. ऑफ कोर्स वहां से बॉल बाहर भी जाएगा तो भी दिक्कत है, और वहां से अंदर आएगा तो भी काफी दिक्कत है. दैट इज समथिंग दैट ही हैज, दैट इज द मिनिमल चेंज दैट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इन हिज बॉलिंग. पहले वो बहुत मिडल एंड ऑफ वाला लेन टारगेट कर रहा था इन द प्रीवियस सीजन टू कंटेन द बैटर्स. नाउ ही हैज गॉन बैक टू हिज स्ट्रेंथ आउटसाइड ऑफ एंड ऑफ स्टंप वाला जो लेंथ है उसमें, ताकि वो बैटर्स को टेम्प्ट करे टू हिट दो शॉट्स, टू ब्रिंग दैट एलबीडब्ल्यू एंड बोल्ड बोथ इनटू द इक्वेशन. तो वो एक उसने काफी अच्छा चेंज किया. एंड स्पेसिफिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट हिज इनिंग्स, द बॉलिंग इनिंग्स स्पेसिफिकली अगेंस्ट राजस्थान रॉयल्स, like a terrific run out of Yashasvi Jaiswal to begin with. उसके बाद he bowled very brilliantly to Ashwin. मतलब Ashwin had no clue, he himself being a bowler, he had no clue बॉल कहाँ पे जा रहा था.
Wow.
then he
That was
dismissed
great delivery.
the big mouth Riyan Parag for an LBW where he wasted a review.
Mouth.
yeah of course a big mouth. वो होता है ना, हर ऑफिस में एक एम्प्लॉय होता है जो कुछ नहीं कर रहा फिर भी अप्रेजल लिए जाता है. तो दैट इज रियान पराग इन राजस्थान
That's how
रॉयल्स.
his image is recently, right?
Yes. So and I'm still waiting for the 4 sixes that he consciously thought he would be hitting in an over before the start of the tournament. So that is there. And again a very brilliant like a proper leg spinner to Shimron Hetman, probably the most
Yep.
dangerous late order batter for Rajasthan Royal.
Batter. Yep.
Correct. And he did not have that review because like Riyan Parag wasted it. But at the end of the day, even if he had that review, it would have been
He was
umpire's
still
call.
out.
Yeah, it would have been umpire's call. But still, it is something that that stuck पूरा एकदम डीरेल कर दिया इसका राजस्थान रॉयल्स का बैटिंग को इन द मिडल ओवर स्पेसिफिकली. एंड अकम्पनीड बाय हिज कंट्रीमैन नूर अहमद. Definitely he is someone who is going to stay in IPL for a very very long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so those were the three players who took their teams to victory, who took their respective teams to victories this week. And let's move on to the players who couldn't give their teams the victories, but they were amazing, exceptional on how they approached cricket in general. So the two players that we are going to be talking about are the uncapped players, especially Indian players है, इसीलिए और भी अच्छा लगता है बात करते वक्त. तो यशस्वी जायसवाल and Jitesh Sharma. So all of us know that Yashasvi scored recently. He scored 100.
Correct.
And he's always been a hardworking guy. We've always known
Absolutely.
how much struggle he's had in his life and where he's reached. So it takes confidence to do all of this because he was born and brought up in UP, but later he shifted to Mumbai just because of cricket. And here, as we all know, he was selling pani puris and making a living. So
Actually he was not, his father was, he was just accompanying his father.
He was also.
But yeah, at the end of the day,
that's the same thing.
Yeah,
Because he had
at the end
to-
of the day,
He was also contributing. I was there. I have seen his growth since those days because I've seen him practicing in Azad Maidan from close quarter. When he was not a great name, when people haven't seen him, people were not known to him. Matlab, he was not known to people, and he hasn't played the
Right.
World Cup, and he hasn't come to the IPL. So I've seen him from the close quarter. These things are not easy. And it doesn't come
Absolutely.
so naturally to the player. How much
Yeah.
hardship people go through in Mumbai. If you see in Azad Maidan, if you go there and if you see what kind of practice people does, it's very very difficult, man. Like they survive in a very small place. एक छोटा सा hut होता है.
Absolutely.
How do they live and then survive in such places?
Absolutely,
It's a
absolutely.
hardship. It's a very difficult.
It's
And I've seen
definitely-
him
that's-
growing from those time to this time. So this
That's what I'm
century
saying,
at his
like-
home ground would have given him a lot of relief, I would say. and that is to his maiden IPL century. So
Yeah,
great
Rujula
exactly.
backup.
being an upcoming budding cricketer herself would know the struggles of Azad Maidan, Shivaji Park, and whatnot, the Oval
Yeah,
Maidan, and everything of Mumbai, which is the heart of
right,
Mumbai cricket and the domestic cricket, and that is where the
right, right,
toughness, the mental attitude comes in. Whomsoever comes up from Mumbai,
right,
be
right.
it Rohit
Exactly
Sharma,
what
be
I
it
wanted
Sunil
to say.
Gavaskar, be it Sachin Tendulkar, be it Shreyas Iyer, be it anyone, Shardul Thakur, उन लोग में वो टफ मेंटल टफनेस, और जैसे हम लोग के मुंबई में बोलते हैं, मुंबई या लैंग्वेज में जाड़ा चमड़ी होता है उन लोग में. दे नो हाउ टू
हाँ,
सर्वाइव
Yeah.
the toughest of toughest situation, and that I somewhere saw in Jaiswal as well. He has that thick skin. He did not have a great season last year, but
Right,
he
right.
did that very well in this years. Those
Yeah,
shots,
you
those
see, you need
confident
to have that sort
drives,
of confidence when you come from a
absolutely.
poverty line, from below the poverty line. You need to have that I am going to make it big with this game, with my game. So I guess that worked pretty well for Yashasvi. And yeah, the mental toughness, of course, as you talk, Kanan, that's when it comes, when you don't have like the normal living conditions, you have to work for yourself. You talked
Correct.
about players like Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, Shardul. I agree, everybody has worked so hard, but they did not come from like the poverty household. They were like a middle class household, and they worked from there. So what we are talking about here is Yashasvi had to work extra hard since he was accompanying his father for earning for his family as well, and then he had to make it big in cricket as well. Then he had to look after his fitness as well, diet, everything comes in hand. So that's why Yashasvi Jaiswal, everybody is so much in praise for him, and I'm actually shocked that he's not yet playing for India. He's been doing so well for the past
Absolutely.
3-4 years
And
continuously,
I
and
feel it is
still
it
there is
is
still
it is
enough time. He is very young,
he's
21
very
years
young.
old.
Let's hope
Like
so.
it's enough time. Hope he continue doing the same,
Yeah.
and that's what we would hope. So brilliant cricketer,
So
and the way
there's
he
kind of a race between Devdutt Padikkal and Yashasvi Jaiswal. It always exists because both
in
of
India,
them
you would always find a lot of race between a lot of player. It's
that is true. That
you
is
see
true.
that
But I am talking.
Tilak
They are
Verma is
from the
also
same
there.
team.
Tilak Verma is also there. Yashasvi Jaiswal is also there.
not just in cricket, porn my it is
Correct.
rule of India. Corporate life, कहीं पे भी जाओ, school में जाओ, corporate life,
Let's not go into
the
that.
race never stops.
Correct. So
Yes,
you
I
see it
said
that way.
because since they are from the
I'll
same
try
team.
to I'll try to put it in a way कि
Yeah,
आपके पास skills है, आपके पास talent है, तो आपकी skills और आपकी talent आपको एक level तक लेके जाएगी. But
Correct.
आपके जो work ethics है, when you put everything together, it's the work ethic that takes you to a different level altogether. So
yeah.
we have seen
The
players who
discipline,
have come to the
continuity.
IPL and then did not do tremendous after that. We have seen a player called Paul Veltati, who
Paul was
somebody
30,
scored,
one
Paul
hit
who
Voltati
wonder,
somebody
just
of
scored
went
six
course.
off.
600 season. Us समय in IPL 600 was too much, and nobody has ever seen. He came in one off season and then where is he? He plays for Kerala. We don't even know. So these are the things. So
Absolutely.
there are players we had seen Devdutt Padikkal doing great for RCB, but Devdutt Padikkal at the same time is not the same in the same touch that we have been. We
Absolutely.
saw him earlier is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
there. So consistency is the key, and then your work ethics are very important. It will definitely take you to the next level. So hopefully we'll make sure BCCI also has to look after these players. They need to make sure that people are getting right chances at the right time, so that
Correct.
they continue playing and they get the kind of confidence that they need in their batting going forward.
Right, right. So just let's move on to the next player. Jitesh Sharma. We have talked about Jitesh Sharma, I guess, a couple of times before on this podcast itself. But he's been continuously doing well. और अच्छा बात है यार, मतलब continuous करता रहेगा तो हर week बात करेंगे उसके बारे में. So yeah, let's start with Pawan. What he has to say about Jitesh.
So IPL में as of today, what is most important in IPL since the impact player rule has come, I would not go for the impact player rule. I would go for the impact in terms of
Player.
terminology altogether.
Correct.
So impact is something that we are seeing in today's time, which is very important. अगर आप किसी मैच में अगर ये बात करते हैं कि सबसे ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट कौन से प्लेयर का था इस मैच में, तो आज की तारीख में सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि डेथ ओवर्स में आप अगर पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं तो आपको 200 की स्ट्राइक रेट से आप अगले 10 ओवर में अपने जो रन है उसको डबल कर दो, या फिर
Absolutely.
उसको एटलीस्ट 1.5 टाइम कर दो, राइट? इफ यू आर बैटिंग सेकंड, देन यू कीप दैट रन रेट ऑफ 10 रन, 12 रन, 13 रन, जो भी नीडेड है उसके आसपास बनाए रखो. सो यू नीड सच प्लेयर्स हु कैन स्ट्राइक द बॉल एट विल, हु कैन मेक रन्स. मतलब चेस जो है वो कभी ऐसा नहीं फील होने दे कि हाथ से निकल रहा है. They always
Correct.
give you some sixes, some boundaries here and there. And I guess Jitesh Sharma in Punjab Kings with the kind of batting unit they have in the initial phase में अगर आप देखोगे तो उनके पास जो है mostly Indian players थे, जहाँ पे शाहरुख खान
Correct.
जैसे प्लेयर है, प्रभ सिमरन सिंह were playing, जितेश शर्मा
Yeah.
were playing. तो ये लोगों को यहाँ पे एक्सपोजर मिला, तो थैंक्स टू पंजाब किंग्स टू गिविंग these
Yeah,
players
right.
a longer run. बट एट द सेम
Yes.
टाइम इट इज नॉट लाइक कि लॉन्गर रन देने के बाद वो प्लेयर अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं. देन यू सी द राइज ऑफ जितेश शर्मा in the he has been consistently scoring runs, not scoring 60s 70s, but those 25s, those 30s, and the 49 run they scored against Mumbai on 27 ball. These are the impact innings that I'm talking. Again, in one of the match against CSK where they won just in the last ball, I guess he scored 10 ball 21 runs. So these
Right.
200
Right.
run strike rate वाले जो later overs में आके run बनाना है, Jitesh Sharma is doing justice to it, and I guess he is one of the impactful player I would see in the Punjab Kings and as well in the IPL this time around. In uncapped players, if you would see, Dhruv Jurel is somebody who is also doing this, but it is Jitesh Sharma who is consistently doing it. So
Absolutely.
I like that block.
So if you see that
For
Jitesh
doing
Sharma
such
is
things.
not so young, if you consider, he's not really, really young,
28, 29.
but
Yeah.
yeah, 20, 28, 29, 27, somewhere
Yeah.
there. So he's still like he has not gotten opportunities. If you see, as we've always talked about, he was there for the Mumbai Indians, but they could not give him as many opportunities as needed. But he's finally proving himself, so that's a good thing to see.
And
So if
just
yeah,
to top up on that, Rujula, right? He has got
yeah,
an
right,
opportunity with the Indian national team now. He's in the backups,
Hmm.
the reserves.
Correct.
right.
So
Correct.
the selectors
That's what
have
government
finally
needs to do.
realized his potential into something meaningful for him. And I feel definitely in the absence of Rishabh Pant, he should get a game in between. Given the fact that the world will continue to back Ishan Kishan over any other keeper, be it Mumbai Indians or be it the Indian national team, but I definitely feel this lucky bloke, or I would say rather an unlucky bloke with lots of potential, definitely deserves a chance in the Indian playing 11.
You will always find players in the top four, because
Correct.
इंडिया में जो है हमेशा वहां पे भीड़ रहेगा, बहुत ज्यादा खचाखच है, ठीक
Correct.
है, वहां स्पेस नहीं है. बट वो जो प्लेयर्स है नंबर 5, 6, 7, if you see in the World Cup
Absolutely.
also
Absolutely.
we missed such players, right? After
Correct.
Hardik Pandya, when there was no Ravindra Jadeja, India was looking for somebody who can come and strike the
Absolutely.
ball, and we did
Absolutely.
not have anybody. Then they have to brought in Ravichandran Ashwin into the squad. So such players are more valuable in T20 cricket in this format at the
And
moment.
if you
It's great to
if you
see even
see if
Shah Rukh Khan kind of players
correct, and if you
doing good.
see on my Jitesh Sharma's wagon wheel, right, 60% of
Yeah,
his is coming in
correct.
the like the old traditional saying goes, कि सामने मारो, and
Samne,
he hits the
correct.
ball in the V, and that is a sign of a good upcoming player in world
Yes.
cricket for sure.
Yes, that means you're strong on your techniques and your basics are strong enough, so you can never go out of form. Yeah, so
Correct.
let's move on to the next topic. That is going to be Rajasthan Royals, the game they've had so far. So as you see, they've lost 4 out of the 5 last games they've played, and we were seeing Rajasthan were doing pretty good at the start of the tournament, but suddenly there's some kind of downfall to the team. And if you see, they're playing a match today right now, and if you see that the last match they played, they couldn't even they couldn't even defend a 118. They scored 118 only. So where is 118 and 180 and 200? And I don't know the scale because it's just too inconsistent. So yes, let's talk us through that. Kanan, I would like you to start. What has been going wrong for the Rajasthan Royals that was
I would
going
say
right for them?
yes. So you rightly pointed it out. Uh, Definitely, I would say कि ये ऐसी टीम है कि एक दिन 100, दिस इज लाइक अ टिपिकल पाकिस्तान टीम बिहेवियर कि एक दिन 200-250 मार देगी 20 ओवर में, एक दिन 20-50 रन में ऑल आउट हो जाएगी.
Right.
But that is something which is not expected of Rajasthan Royals. If you see the match, the three match I will specifically talk about: the match against Mumbai Indians, the match against Rajasthan Royals, I mean the match against Gujarat Titans, and the current match that they are playing right against this.
SRH.
Sorry, I missed
SRH,
it.
SRH.
SRH.
Yeah, currently they are playing against SRH. So first match if we talk about Mumbai Indians, वहां पे 212 रन्स स्कोर किए. सेकंड मैच इफ वी टॉक अबाउट, तीनों मैच में फर्स्ट बैटिंग की ये लोगों ने, ठीक है. सेकंड मैच इफ वी टॉक, उन लोगों ने सिर्फ 118 रन मारे, ऑल आउट हो गए उसके अंदर. थर्ड मैच विच इज करेंटली गोइंग ऑन, 16 ओवर्स में 168 मार दिए ऑलरेडी, एंड जॉस बटलर इज फाइनली बैक इनटू रन ऑफ फॉर्म. तो ये पता नहीं क्या उनके टीम के साथ कुछ क्लिक नहीं हो रहा है. if they lose wickets in clusters, I feel कि जॉस बटलर, संजू सैमसन और जायसवाल ये तीनों विद इन अ स्पैन ऑफ 5 to 6 ओवर्स आउट हो जाते हैं, then their batting just gives up. कोई ऐसा प्लेयर नहीं है उनके मिडिल ऑर्डर में who will raise his hand कि बॉस, I am there to stabilize this inning, I am going to anchor this inning down till the 20th over, I will at least ensure that the team is not bowled out within the 20 overs. वैसा कोई नहीं है उन लोगों में. So if they go big, they go really big. If they don't go big, they will fall short. That is for sure. और आज के मैच में भी currently match against SRH, we are seeing that Josh Butler is going all guns blazing. He is closing to another 100, which is not a rare sight for the rest of the tournament. But at least इस साल उसने बिल्कुल परफॉर्म नहीं करा, तो good sign for him. But वही है कि you need consistency to win that trophy. We have seen that with great teams, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings, Gujarat Titans the last year and this year as well. You need that consistency, and you need that consistency in the business end of the tournament, and that is exactly where Rajasthan Royals is faltering. 7 मैचेस के बाद सेकंड ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट में 118 वाला ऑल आउट होना is definitely not the right time to get bowled out.
So there are few things in my view that is not working for Rajasthan Royals. So if you see in the batting, so in the first few games, if you would to put together, Sanju Samson, Samran Hatmair was winning the matches on a regular basis. Yashasvi Jaiswal putting runs, and then Josh Butler was also scoring runs. And that is something has started. If you see in the last 4 matches, Sanju Samson hasn't scored run. Last 4 matches, if you say Sanju Samson hasn't scored a single 50, he hasn't even scored 30. In the previous match, only scored 30. Then Simran Hatmair, उनका भी बल्ला नहीं चल रहा है, पडिक्कल का बल्ला नहीं चल रहा है, जोश बटलर का बल्ला नहीं चल रहा है. तो when you are seeing their batting unit is again not coming together, which was in the initial phase of the tournament it was, and which is something you are missing. अगर आप देखोगे आज तो I guess everyone has scored 50. If not wrong, they have already put 170 runs. So that's what batting as a unit was supposed to click, which was missing in between, and now started clicking probably one way out. But there is one more catch to it: their bowling. In their bowling, what they are missing, a player like Obed Moke, player like a tier of a pace bowler who is somebody is not in that unit. You see Trent Bolt, who is again a swing bowler. You see Sandeep Sharma, he's also a swing bowler. So they are somebody who may not be able to give you that depth in the death overs. Death overs mein who comes in? Jason Holder comes in, right? Or probably they have to go sometimes with Yuzvendra Chahal. Yuzvendra Chahal also not taking the wickets the way he was taking in the initial phase. In this time, again, you're not seeing the kind of consistency from Yuzvendra Chahal, right? He's also going for runs. So somewhere their bowling unit as collectively is also not doing as great they were doing. Probably, so what, even in today's game, you'll see Trent Bolt is not there, then Murugan Ashwin has come in, Kuldeep Yadav has come in, this Kuldeep spinner has come in, right? And so this is what is happening. Bowling unit has to come together, would also help them going forward, because it's very important. You cannot rely on 4 bowlers like Ashwin, Yuzvendra Chahal, Trent Bolt and Sandeep Sharma. They would always do good. There are good 16 overs. Where are your next 4 overs? Right? In those 4 overs, a team win matches. And Mumbai ने तो 4 ओवर में 96 खाए थे. तो Punjab ke against. So these things are very important, and these are the things that win you matches.
Yes, right. So let's just go to the last topic of tonight because yeah, we talked a lot about RR. इतना तो वो लोग ने भी नहीं सोचा होगा यार, इतना मतलब मैनेजमेंट उनका सोच भी नहीं रहा होगा कि क्या हो रहा है गलत हमारे साथ. But yeah, let's just quickly go to the last topic of the night, and this is a personal topic put forth by Pawan here. That should Rohit Sharma step down as the captain of the Mumbai Indians and play as a player for the team? And so we will just quickly tell our opinions about this. And even if you guys have any other opinions, you can just put it into the comments. So yeah, Pawan, I would like to hear from you first कि आपको क्या लगता है कि किसने फिर कैप्टनसी लेना चाहिए और रोहित शर्मा ने क्यों बाहर बैठना चाहिए या फिर एज अ प्लेयर
This is this is not a personal choice.
No,
the
it
first
was just a
the
topic you
first
said.
question of Rujula answers it probably कि किसको करना चाहिए पहले वो बताइए, फिर बाद में देखते हैं रोहित शर्मा.
No, it's
So the
actually a
reason
good
being
topic.
of
It's
even
something different
reason being
in
and even
everybody's
in
podcast.
correct, even thinking about it in itself is a great deal. You would
Yeah,
not think about something for Mumbai Indians, somebody who has brought so many laurels to the team. पांच आपके
right.
पास trophies है, and the biggest captain than they could ever have, and somebody who has done everything for Mumbai Indians,
For Mumbai
right?
Indians, right.
But at times in the cricket, we have seen that when your captaincy, sometimes you might have to go from that zone. He is also a captain of Indian cricket team, right? Where in Test also he has to think, in T20 also he has to think, in ODI also he has to think. World Cup is also coming. Then also you have T20. IPL is also going on, right? You do not know if such things might burn you out at times. It's
Right,
not
right.
always meant. An individual can be mentally strong, but if you are
I
not
like the
getting
point.
proper breaks, if
Yes,
you do not like proper breaks, sometimes it might be mentally might hurt you a lot. And that is somewhere I'm seeing not it is also impacting in his batting. If you would see Rohit Sharma, the batter, that maybe people know a fearsome batter in T20 cricket. I'll tell you a very, very poor record he is having since 2020, since 2019. He hasn't had a single tournament, single IPL a season where he has
400.
scored more than 400 plus season.
Correct.
400 last he scored in 2019, and before that he scored in 2016. And after that, I don't think so he has done that great. And it is important at times for his confidence and team's confidence as well. And they haven't won anything after 2019, if you would see.
right.
2020 they won the tournament, the IPL, but after that they haven't. So sometimes the confidence in your batting, confidence as a captain, and when you are scoring runs, team goes along with it. The energy gets channelized in that the entire team, right? The confidence also comes in the individual कि हाँ यार कहीं से भी मैच जीत सकते हैं. I am also confident that I am also scoring runs, putting runs on boards and everything. So idea is not to say that he should step down, but he should rethink his batting position. He should rethink his position in the team along with the management. What is going wrong? If they come out with this decision, yeah, it's okay to it's okay to step down at time from the captaincy and think through it and maybe come back as a stronger, because this partnership, this Rohit Sharma and the IPL needs a reboot.
Right.
That's what I believe. So Rohit Sharma is a kind of player that we have seen how destructive he could be on a given day, and it's something that not me as an individual, but the MI fans will definitely be missing. And
I
who
agree.
would
I
be
agree.
the another captain? I'll get back to you this in a while once we discuss it with Kanan.
Yeah. So, Kanan, anything?
I the moment Pawan Bhai added this topic, I was just wondering कि ठीक है, who is the next Mumbai Indians captain that leave us behind, ठीक है, हमको तो छोड़ दो. That Mumbai Indians in itself are looking as the next captain. कौन है उस in
Agree.
that ranks? I don't feel Ishan Kishan
We
is
can
that kind
jot
of a
it
player.
down. Hmm.
या वही मैं कर रहा था. I was just using that funnel structure कि ठीक है, from top of the order bottom तक जाते हैं. Let's see. Ishan Kishan, I
Right.
don't think he himself is struggling since the $15 million saga. उसका कोई ऐसा वंडर बूम इनिंग्स निकलता नहीं, एक हाथ बीच में निकल जाता, फिर 4 इनिंग्स तक
Yet to
ठंडा
live
रह
up to
जाता है वो.
that, and hasn't done the captaincy anywhere.
करेक्ट। फिर
in his
सूर्य
career.
कुमार यादव आता है जिसने एक मैच मुंबई इंडियंस के लिए कैप्टन किया,
कैप्टनसी
विच
किया था
दे
मुंबई
एंडेड
इंडियंस
अप विनिंग दैट मैच, रोहित शर्मा being that impact player. But I feel and of course
He hasn't
वो
done the
मैच
captaincy anywhere
वो
again.
वो वो मैच के वजह से ही सूर्य कुमार कहीं ना कहीं फॉर्म में आया. He hit that 17 ball 32 runs against KKR. So somewhere down the line ठीक है, but he is again 31 32 years old, so he doesn't have
Correct.
a 6 10 years ka span left with him. Then whom do you have? You have Tilak Verma. I am yet to see, or
He's very
he is
young,
yet to be tested as a captainship material. फिर
but
कौन
he's
ही है?
very young.
Yeah,
Giving
there's
captaincy
Tim
of such a
David,
great team to a
there's
21-year-old
Cameron
is
एब्सोल्युटली,
very
Green.
difficult.
एब्सोल्युटली. तो
You
वो
can't
कहीं
put.
ना कहीं मेरे समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि वो क्या करेंगे उसके अलावा. देन यू हैव कैमरन ग्रीन हु इज गोइंग टू बी अ फॉरेन प्लेयर, एंड ऑब्वियसली गिविंग कैप्टनशिप टू अ फॉरेन प्लेयर्स
Foreign player.
समवेयर डाउन द लाइंस आपको बांध देता है वो कि उसको खिलाना ही है प्लेइंग 11 में. सो
And
दैट
you
दैट इज
never know, they
समथिंग
have
दैट
certain commitments that they have to go out. Then in that
absolutely,
Go,
and
situation,
yeah,
to
yeah,
leave
yeah,
the
I
team
can
with
tell you.
and the kind of player
nothing.
Cameron
They
Green
can
is,
leave you at any time.
six
Right.
foot 5 inch. He gives you batting, bowling. He's prone to injuries. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं इंजर्ड हो जाएगा, फिर वापस तुमको एक नया प्लेयर कैप्टन लेके आना पड़ेगा, which again chops and turns the team. Then just in case the great Bumrah comes out of NCA rehabilitation anytime, maybe in 2035 maybe, तब भी जब भी वो आता है तो I don't think he's a captainship material at the end of the day. Whom do you
He has
have?
captain
You don't.
India in test. He might captain, but again,
and
he
and
is
and
not
we
somebody
saw
who can
and
give
we
you
saw
longevity.
and we
Injury
saw
prone.
and इंजरी प्रोन तो छोड़ दीजिए पवन भाई. We saw
And we saw
how
कि वहाँ पे क्या
how
हुआ
how great captainship he did against England in
in
that
England. Yep.
one of test match. So that is obviously out of the equation, and I don't see an option there. The best option for
Yep.
them was to retain Hardik Pandya in the mega auction, which they failed, and that is paying very hardly to them, because Hardik Pandya since then ended up winning a trophy for Gujarat Titans
Gujarat
and
Titans
is
as a
on track
captain.
But
to.
what you are not seeing here, that I agree to everything. All I'm trying to say, Rohit Sharma as a player is not contributing to the team. As a
Correct.
captain,
Yeah, we get that.
he might be putting together the team. I guess that's also management is also doing. But he as a player is not doing the justice to his place in the team in the last couple of years. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, no, right,
Correct.
right.
Even in this
I
time,
agree
in the
with
last four
Pawan
innings,
that
I guess he has three ducks.
he's having. I agree with
He
Pawan
has
there.
He's
recorded
the
Somewhere,
highest ducks.
recorded the highest ducks, if I'm not wrong, 16 ducks.
Correct. He is.
So उसने
He
उसने
is.
मुंबई में I heard that outside of Wankhede he has opened an अंडा भुर्जी का stall as well.
Cow gully mein.
okay, so
Cow gully mein ऐश
Karan
टोल
does
खुलाए.
not. Karan does not think anyone fit for captaining the side. Even I don't think personally, because अगर Pollard रहता तो फिर of course Pollard would be an option
Pollard had done.
for Mumbai Indians. Yes, but to replace Pollard there is Tim David now, and Tim David is a new player. So handing over captaincy to a new player and
Correct.
that to a foreign player, it's somewhere it won't fit for the team. So yeah, I
Absolutely.
think that nobody again is fit.
Unless so,
for
there
the
is one catch to it. Unless they find somebody in the auction, they can continue with Surya Kumar Yadav. So he is the only best hope they have as of today.
Yeah, Surya Kumar captained the side for one game, and I agree with what Pawan says as well. That you can sometimes have a burnout, and as a big player, as a captain of the team, and there's so much pressure on you. You can always, there are so many expectations from you. So you can always get mentally tired out of it, because Rohit Sharma has been the
Absolutely.
most successful captain ever in the IPL. Not just for the Mumbai Indians ऐसे ही नहीं, but in the IPL ever. So जब से रिकी पॉन्टिंग ने 2013 में कैप्टनसी छोड़ी मुंबई इंडियंस की, तब से रोहित शर्मा हैज हैड द टीम ऑन हिज बैक एंड ही इज बीन द बेस्ट कैप्टन फॉर देम. सो हो सकता है यार कि मतलब थोड़ा बहुत यहाँ वहाँ हो जाता है, मेंटली स्टेबल नहीं रह सकते हमेशा हम लोग. तो वहीं पे
I
आई गेस
feel
दैट्स
the
व्हाई
captainship of Indian team has also put a bit more pressure on him.
मोर प्रेशर ऑन हिम, राइट?
Yeah. So
ही इज नॉट
कहीं
इवन
ना
स्कोरिंग
कहीं,
रन, सो इट शोज.
yeah. So the lack of form is resulting in his lack of confidence, and at the end of the day cricket is a game of confidence. तो
Right.
जब तक वो confidence नहीं होगा to perform, I don't think he's going anywhere.
When you
Anyway,
play
yeah,
as a batter, you only focus on your batting. You don't have to think anything. You just
correct.
focus on your batting, try to improvise and everything. When you are a captain, you think about the team, you think about the combinations, you think about the fielding placement, you think about the opponent, you try to formalize the strategies, and you also part of the discussions with coach. You also part of the analyst. So a lot of things goes into a captain's mind. So I guess to take the burden of Rohit Sharma, the player, and Rohit Sharma, the captain, this would be the best possible way. But we'll see when Mumbai take that decision, or they feel otherwise.
Right. So yeah, so that's all topics for today, and I guess we've run out of topics now, and here we have to end this week, and again next week में जाएंगे, again देखेंगे कि कैसा चालू है, कौन नए प्लेयर्स परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, और जो अभी हम जिनके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं वो प्लेयर्स किस तरह से कंसिस्टेंट रह पा रहे हैं, नहीं रह पा रहे हैं. So that will be it for today, guys, and I guess we will come back again, और 3 weeks I guess, और 3 weeks तो IPL अभी है, तो और 6 podcasts तो हमारे हो ही जाएंगे इसमें. So yes, definitely expect us to come back and talk so much more. So yeah, Kanan and Pawan, do you agree? Should we end it here? Is that all for
Yes,
today?
Rujula. Yes, we can call it a game at the end of the day. A good
Yeah,
good
just
session again, just
watching
like every other session
every
of
day.
ours. A very good
Right.
session. A fun
Too much to
session.
talk about today.
Yeah, a fun session with Pawan Bhai's favorite topic, Rohit Sharma coming into the game,
We are
captainship.
going to be pulling his leg.
That's how we
I'm
do
happy
it
to hear.
at cricket with the stands, right? That's how we do
Right.
it on our
That's how
podcast,
we do it,
walking with
right? That's how
walking
we
wicket.
do it.
Yes, we,
That's
we,
how
we
our
keep
talks
it we
never
keep
end.
it fun, we keep it entertaining for the audience, so that everyone likes, shares, and subscribes our video, and
We
have
enjoyed
has a
ourselves.
fun time.
Right,
Absolutely.
we enjoyed ourselves. So yeah, that will be it for today, guys. So me, it's signing off, Rujula, with my two co-hosts Kanan and Pawan, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Adios.